Dear students, today we will learn how to prepare a sample of potassium ferric oxalate. Potassium ferric oxalate is also called potassium trisoxalatoferrate, in which iron is in ferric form and is in class 3 oxidation state. So it is a coordination complex in which central metal iron is surrounded by oxalate ligand. Hence, it does not ionize in water to give oxalate ions. Now regarding oxalate, it is a bidentate ligand which binds to the central metal ion through two donor atoms, resulting in the formation of a chelate complex. The coordination number of the central metal atom is 6 and the denticity of oxalate ligand is 2. The structure of the complex which we shall prepare is octahedral, in which iron is surrounded by 6 oxygen atoms from the 3 oxalate ligands. The freshly prepared ferric hydroxide dissolved in a solution of oxalic acid, which results in formation of a yellow PPT of ferrous oxalate, which is further treated with potassium oxalate monohydrate to form green precipitate of potassium ferric oxalate. The reactions involved in this synthesis include 3 steps. First is ferric chloride reacts with potassium hydroxide to form a PPT of ferric hydroxide. Then ferric hydroxide reacts with oxalic acid to form ferrous oxalate, and then ferrous oxalate reacts with potassium oxalate to form our sample of potassium ferric oxalate. The materials required for this synthesis include oxalic acid hydrate 4 gram, ferric chloride 3.5 gram, potassium oxalate 5.5 gram, potassium hydroxide 4 gram. The materials which we will require include watch glass, beakers, glass rod, tripod stand, filter paper, china dish, measuring cylinders, spatula, distilled water, filter paper, Buchner funnel and hot plate. Now the procedure: firstly, we will dissolve 3.5 gram of ferric chloride in 50 ml of water in a beaker. In another beaker, dissolve 4 gram of potassium hydroxide in 50 ml of water. Now add the contents of beaker 2, that is potassium hydroxide solution, slowly to the ferric chloride solution with constant stirring to obtain a brown colored ferric hydroxide precipitate. Then filter the precipitate of ferric hydroxide through the funnel and wash the precipitate with hot water. In another beaker, take 4 gram of oxalic acid and 5.5 gram of potassium oxalate. Then add 100 ml water and stir well to get a clear solution of potassium oxalate. Add the freshly prepared ferric hydroxide precipitate to potassium oxalate solution gradually with constant stirring so that precipitate dissolves completely. Then warm the solution on a hot plate till green color is obtained. Then filter the solution and concentrate the solution in a china dish till the crystallization point is achieved. Then we allow the solution to cool for an hour in cold water till green crystals of potassium ferric oxalate precipitate. Then remove these crystals from the mother liquor. Wash the crystals with alcohol, dry them and weigh the yield. The precautions which need to be taken during this experiment include: do not concentrate the solution too much. Do not disturb the solution during crystallization so that we can have good big crystals. While washing the crystals, wash them with hot water in order to dissolve unwanted salt. The crystals which will be formed will be pale green in color, octahedral in shape, having a melting point of 230 degrees Celsius. The viva questions which could be asked regarding this practical include: what is the coordination number of iron in the complex, which is 6? Some other bidentate ligands other than oxalate ion. Why this sample doesn't give test for ferric ions? Because it's a coordination compound and it doesn't contain free iron. And what are chelate complexes? Chelates are complexes in which ligand is bonded to the central metal atom through more than one donor sites. Thank you.